Hey friends, happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Today we have got an episode that is going to be just for you. In fact, actually, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let you listen to it. And I want you to reach out to me at the end of the episode. Go to support at vanutritioncoaching.co.uk if you have any questions, or hit me up on Facebook at the VA Nutrition Coaching Podcast, and you will be able to ask me any questions you have relating to today's episode. I'd love to hear your questions, but for now, let's get into today's episode and tell me, friends, if this is you. Now, you're watching TV and a commercial comes up, or you're on a social media platform and an advert happens to come up, or you're going into Dr. Google searching how to lose weight and an advert comes up and it tells you this. Are you struggling with your weight? Do you feel like nothing you do seems to work? Are you ready for a change? If so, then I have got good news for you. The GOLO Diet is here to help. It's a new diet that promises to help people lose weight in just 4 weeks. Now, friends, if you have done that, if you've got adverts, you search Google looking for the GOLO Diet, you're thinking about taking the GOLO Diet supplement, then this episode is for you. Get your pen, get your notepad, get your water, get your tea, your coffee, your matcha, or your beverage of choice. Buckle up because today's episode is going to be a good one. Hey friends, welcome to VA Nutrition Coaching, the podcast. You are tuned in for another weekly episode, and I am your host, Verona, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm here to give you mindset-focused nutrition, weight loss advice that you can keep off for the long term. It's not about restrictive diets here. It's not about cutting out carbohydrates. It's definitely not about cutting out your favorite foods in order to lose weight that, quite frankly, as soon as we've lost it, we end up regaining it and a little bit more. No, friends, I'm here to give you real talk, no nonsense weight loss that you can actually achieve realistically and keep it off. I'm a faith-based woman, also keeping it real when it comes to weight loss and keeping it real when it comes to nutrition, helping you do things that you can actually sustain for a long term. Now, friends, let's get into today's episode. What is the GOLO diet? Now, the GOLO diet, if you're somebody who is looking to lose weight and you search what's the best way to lose weight, you might have specifically searched losing weight easy, losing weight fast, losing weight with supplements. Let's talk about what the GOLO diet is. Now, the GOLO diet has just been shortened. So GOLO, meaning low carbohydrate. And it is, if you can go to their website, They pride themselves on helping people lose weight. If you want to lose weight and keep it off, increase your metabolic efficiency and prevent or reverse health conditions, you need to know the truth about why dieting has failed and how to take back control of your body and health. I agree with that. Amen. 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 Half of the time, though, what they talk about is insulin resistance. Now, not everybody has insulin resistance, and they have a little check thing on their website. It says, do you experience any of these indications of insulin resistance? They've put excessive abdominal belly fat. Well, I've got some belly fat myself, so I tick that. Weight gain or difficulty losing weight, I've got some weight gain. And I've put those things in. There's loads of other things in there. And then it says low risk. Your risk for insulin resistance is low. So basically, the way that they market this thing is that this supplement is aimed at people to stop having insulin resistance. But not everybody has insulin resistance. And I've just told you two of the common things here: excessive abdominal belly fat, weight gain. And to be honest, when we generalize and compartmentalize these things, their supplement is called Release, a natural solution to insulin resistance. Not everybody has insulin resistance. So when you're advertising this thing as a pill that helps you to cut back on your insulin resistance, actually does that work. And they also go on to claim the science behind GOLO. Now, I've actually gone to my science resources and I can't actually find any science to back this up. So although that they say there's science behind it, we cannot substantiate those claims. So if you cannot substantiate those claims and the FDA does not substantiate these claims, then who are they going by? Who is it that is governing their body? And half of the time when it comes to these companies, they actually get scientists to come and work for them, and they pass off this as it's great or whatever. But outside independent researchers, outside independent resources or researchers have not been able to deem its efficacy in losing weight, and definitely not everybody is insulin resistant as they claim to say. So should you actually do this GOLO diet? Now, it is a short-term approach to weight loss that claims to promote weight loss through insulin management. Again, not everybody has insulin resistance. So should you be taking this if you've just got excessive belly fat and you've got weight gain? No, you should address the reason why you have weight gain in the first place. And all of us have weight gain. Some of us can gain weight through medication, some of us can gain weight through stress, but the predominant way that we gain weight is in our food choices, and we're consistently eating more calories than our body needs. When we're consistently eating more calories and there's not enough movement in our bodies, that is how we gain excessive weight to our bodies. So when these adverts come up, it does seem a little bit like, oh my gosh, this is so me, let me go and sign up to it. Now, there are some things in it that I'm like, okay, that sounds all right, that sounds not bad. Now, it doesn't sound bad, but let me tell you, with these supplements, I'm always going to say, no, you don't need a supplement to lose weight. If your medical care provider says to you for a short period of time, then I recommend this. Then under medical care, under medical supervision, that's different. If you're doing this on your own free will because you want a quick fix, many of us who are looking for a magic pill to lose weight is a quick fix, is we just want the weight gone quickly. Now, you can lose the weight quick, but do you have what it takes to keep the weight off? It's not about getting a pill or a concoction or a tea. The issue isn't that. The issue is, can you sustainably keep the weight off? And that's the question. Many people who resort to quick fixes and short-term diets and quick solutions and all these things don't maintain their weight loss. They regain the weight loss and they regain even more. Now let's tell you the price. So I'm going to talk about what this plan recommends. So the plan recommends that you eat 3 meals a day, which is what we do normally. And they also recommend that you take this supplement. This supplement is supposed to be a plant-based supplement that helps you lose weight. So in my eyes, it is a quick fix pill. It's a quick fix diet pill that they are telling you to take. They'll never tell you that's what it is, but that's what I'm telling you. Now, before we get into that, I want to tell you what insulin resistance is. Now, I actually have done an episode about insulin resistance. As soon as I finish editing it, I will release it so you actually know what the science is on insulin resistance. Now, insulin resistance is a condition in which the body does not respond to insulin properly. Not everybody has this. Now, a lot of people who tout keto, who are underneath, who follow this whole keto lifestyle, will say you're insulin resistant if you've gained fat. Now, when it comes to insulin is a hormone that helps your body use glucose, blood sugar, for energy. So people that do have insulin resistance, you will have the trouble using the amount of insulin that you produce naturally, or you will have a medication to supplement that, which in turn can lead to high blood sugar levels over time and increase your risk for type 2 diabetes and other health problems. Now, am I saying insulin resistance is not a real thing? Absolutely not. It is a real thing, but not everybody has it. It's been touted as, insulin resistance, any form of weight gain, insulin resistance. You need to fast, you need to do keto, you need to do this. Slow down. Insulin resistance is also considered an independent risk factor for heart disease and stroke because it causes inflammation throughout the body, including blood vessels. So we can see that insulin resistance is no joke, which will then increase your risk of serious conditions like hardening of the arteries, heart attack, stroke, and kidney failure. No joke. Furthermore, being overweight increases your chances of developing insulin resistance because excess fat tissue produces hormones that may interfere with normal metabolism, the breakdown process. Overall, it's important to maintain a healthy weight so that you can keep your blood sugar under control throughout life. Now, that's what insulin resistance is. Now, by no means am I diagnosing you and telling you that's what you have. If you have these symptoms and you feel like this is what's going on with your body, go and get that confirmed by your doctor. Don't come to this podcast and think, yeah, Verona's diagnosing me. I'm not telling anybody that. I'm not a doctor, so there's no way I'm going to diagnose anyone. This is what insulin resistance is as a definition. If you've been here for a while, you know that's what I like to do and give definitions. So now we're going to get into what the GOLO is. GOLO is basically GOLO, meaning low carb. Now, low carb diets can be effective for a short term, but they're not beneficial forever, for long term life and sustainability. So what the GOLO diet is, they promote that you will lose weight through this weight loss supplement. So you will have to buy a 30, 60 or 90 day metabolic plan, and they promise to help restore hormonal balance and repair your metabolism. You can absolutely repair your metabolism without having to do this plan or buy any of their supplements every 90 days. You can do that without doing that. One of the ways you can do that is by getting more sleep. Another way you can do that is to incorporate strength training and resistance training on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Yet that's absolutely free. You can buy weights, or you can use 6-pack bottle of 1.5 litre or even a gallon water. You tie that on a broomstick and you lift it up. That's adding extra resistance, extra weight if you're not able to afford dumbbells or a gym subscription. Those things you never have to buy on this, but because we've been brought into the quick fix mentality. Not all of us, some of us have been brought into the quick fix mentality, and I was too. I remember I bought detox teas and slimming pills. I also took fat burner pills that did absolutely nothing other than take my money and line somebody else's pockets. Now, if you do take supplements, I'm all for the supplements that add vitamins to your body, which is magnesium. Magnesium is great. Loads of different vitamins that you can have. So that is essentially what it does. So a 30-day supply of this supplement will cost you $59.95. If you order 60 or 90 days, then they say that you can save some money. So they also have meal plans. They also have recipes. They also have one-on-one coaching. What the coaching is like, I can't tell you. They have resources, but you can only access them once you buy those pills. So in order for you to get those things, you have to buy those pills. Now, we've talked about what insulin resistance is. We've talked about what the GOLO diet is. And so what do you eat on the GOLO diet? Now, they have got a list of what you can eat and what you cannot eat. Now, anything that tells you what you can eat and what you cannot eat, if they're putting foods into a can and can't eat list, I'm telling you, this is a diet. And the definition of diet is the way that you eat on a day-to-day basis as a lifestyle and restricting yourself from food in order to lose weight or for medical reasons. Now, I often say this definition because it's important to reiterate what a diet actually is. Any food, any diet, any plan, any coach that gets you to restrict foods without medical reason, without medical cause, without them being your medical care provider, is telling you to go on a diet. And the definition is to restrict yourself from food in order to lose weight. But my friends, you do not have to be on a diet to lose weight. Now that might seem impossible. That might be like, what do you mean? You do not have to restrict yourself to lose weight. Absolutely not. So they tell you a list of foods that they can eat. So they tell you that you can eat carbs, fats, proteins, all of those things you can eat, and they'll tell you to eat these things with vegetables, and they will call it fuel groups. So they will tell you can eat loads of things like flax seeds, you can have olive oil, coconut oil, almonds, you can have chicken breast, you can have steak. These things sounds great, right? You can have carbohydrates, quinoa, brown rice, sweet potato, all these things that we love. They'll also say you can have vegetables, you can have fruits, you can have berries, raspberries, blackberries, greens, broccoli. Then they tell you what you can't eat. So, as many diets tell you, they will restrict yourself from food. Now, that is what a diet is. You're restricting yourself from food. So, this GOLO diet actually restricts yourself from all of the foods that we like. So, you cannot eat sausages, you can't eat hot dogs. So, if you're somebody who likes these things, say goodbye to them and you want to do this. You can't eat things such as white bread. You can't eat, if you're a vegan, plant-based is a no-no for you. So, I don't know what you're going to eat. So, I wouldn't recommend that you do this. You can't eat anything like Graham's crackers or Jacob's crackers. You can't eat any crisps, your favorite crisps. You can't eat them or chips. You can't have any fizzy drinks. You can't have any coffee with creamers in it or sweeteners or sugars. You can't have any energy drinks. You can't have cookies. You can't have sweets. You can't have candy. You can't have pie. You can't have cakes. You cannot have any of your favorite treats. Now, here's a caveat here. The reason why this is touted as so successful, if you are cutting out all of your foods that you eat on a regular basis, then obviously you're going to be in a high calorie deficit. So in order to lose weight, we need to be in a calorie deficit. So that basically just means that you're taking in less energy than your body needs to function effectively. So you're doing a healthy calorie deficit. So you can actually do that with, I can save you $59.99 and I tell you exactly what you need to be in without having to go and get a supplement. But because you clicked on this episode, because you've looked into this diet, which is a fat burning pill. That's literally how you get all of their resources. You have to sign up to get the pill in order for you to get all of the things. And so that's why people will tend to sign up for it, because you don't know what to do. You don't know what you should be eating. You don't know how to be eating. You have to be taking the pill you have to be taking the supplement here, the GOLO supplement or the release supplement as it's called, in order for you to lose weight. No, my friends, this is another gimmick that sucks us in thinking this is going to be successful in order to lose weight. But if you're somebody who enjoys these foods, think of another diet that you've done without taking a supplement, without taking a pill, without taking a fat loss pill or a fat loss supplement. Think of diets that you have done, but they've also said to you, you cannot eat this. How long did you last on that diet? Chances are you didn't last long. You started off with the great intentions, you started off well, but because of the restrictions, you said, you know what, I can't do this. I've been there too. I'm like, too many restrictions, too many rules. I haven't got time for this. So those are the things that you can't eat on it. So where it's encouraging you to eat whole foods, encouraging you to eat vegetables, carbs, fats, proteins, that's fantastic. But when it's telling you to restrict lots of things, that's a definitely red flag for me. Here's another red flag for me. You are told to eat between 1,300 calories. Nope. red flag for me. So, what is in the supplements? Well, it tells you that three main ingredients: magnesium, zinc, and chromium. Now, chromium is a supplement that can be used to help cravings and also to improve glucose control, but the evidence is inconclusive. So, using it as a weight loss aid, there is not enough science for it. And I actually looked up the GOLO over on my science research tools. It's nowhere to be found. So, although they claim that it's backed by science, most of these companies, MLM companies included, hire a scientist, and that's where they say it's been approved by scientists. But actually, they haven't been independently regulated by the FDA or an independent science research team that shows up on my research sources that I look at. It's non-existent, so it doesn't exist. In fact, when I typed it up, it came up with gobbledygook. So it literally is not there when it comes to independent science research sources. They have been independently claimed, and this is my opinion, and this is my opinion, this is what I've searched. If they have been independently, then it would show up on other science databases and science research. Mostly everything that we talk about, fat loss, calories, all of those things are available for us to have a look at and see the research papers that have been done on it. But there wasn't anything for this. So when it tells you that there are magnesium you can absolutely have to increase for other benefits. Cramps, I use it personally for cramps. I use it personally to aid in sleep. But what it does for my body might not work for somebody else. So it's important for you to talk about that with your doctor. I definitely don't use it for weight loss. I've not seen any scientific information to say that this is helpful for weight loss. Weight loss, if you're looking to do weight loss sustainably, you need to be in a healthy calorie deficit, which means you're burning more than you're eating. You're still eating the right amount of food for your body, but you're expending more. And you can be in a healthy calorie deficit by increasing the amount of activity that you do, not just by exercise alone, but by walking, swimming, those things that you can do. Now, that approach will be slow and steady. Many of us want the quick fix, which I understand. I want it to be there too, but that's why I'm no longer on the quick fixes, because it didn't last. Whilst these foods are great, whilst these foods are an idea, you can have so much more. You can have a balance of the foods that you like and that you enjoy, absolutely, but you don't have to have a supplement to help you do that. Now, what are the pros of this? Now, one of the things that I do like, it does encourage you to eat a balance of foods, everything but your processed foods. I don't like that it cuts out all processed foods. If you want to cut out processed foods from your diet, you should be empowered to do that yourself. You shouldn't be forced to do that in the name of weight loss. It also provides foods that are nutrient dense, so it has a focus or an emphasis on whole foods. It's a program that also encourages you to exercise, but most coaches will tell you to do this anyway, so without any form of supplement. But there isn't a guarantee that you are going to lose weight on this. Now, the cons of this is the science behind this isn't clear. So when weight loss studies are published, so what happens when you do weight loss studies, you get these peer reviews, you get them, researchers actually come on and they jump on them, and you have to follow specific guidelines to show that they have produced a unbiased evidence for their conclusions. So I couldn't find that myself. So I couldn't see it. I couldn't see that it was, and even on the places, I couldn't even see it come up. So for me to read that, it's like, right, they've done this, they've done that, they've done this. I couldn't see it. So whereas they say, backed by science, where is the science that they say it's backed by? Most sources link the scientific evidence or research to it. There isn't that feature on the website that's available. Another thing that is commonly found in MLMs is, this is not an MLM, but this is a supplement, a weight loss supplement. So weight loss supplements, MLMs, they tend to make some unsubstantiated health claims. So the FDA requires all people who are selling these things, especially MLMs and weight loss substances, they require you to make a statement, which the statement tends to say that so-and-so company, this is not intended to diagnose, cure, treat, or prevent any disease, etc., etc. So one of the things that I talked about in the MLM series is there are some that actually say it's not intended to help you do this, or this, but actually their headline on the website says, well, we are here to help you with metabolic adaptation and decrease your insulin resistance. So that means that it's going to treat your insulin resistance. It's going to attempt to cure your insulin resistance and prevent any insulin resistance. So where they're making these claims that they're not going to do that, they are going to help, this supplement helps you do this, then they put this little claim in there. It's like, well, do you or don't you? So where you see things like healing metabolic dysfunction and it's going to help you manage your insulin, repair your metabolism, balance your hormones, they go opposite to the FDA. So anybody could actually report these kind of companies to the FDA, and it says on their website that they're not going to do this, but in the tagline of their website it says the very opposite. So that substantially is what the FDA would class as unsubstantiated or unfounded health claims about this substance. So that's one of the cons about an MLM or a weight loss supplement. When they're making these things, it's not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, but yet in their headline of their website, they are telling you this is what our supplement can do. That's another red flag. Another red flag is that it's dependent on a supplement. In order for you to get the meal plans, the coaching, you have to buy the supplement. Why? You can lose weight without the supplement. Okay, this supplement has got magnesium. You can go and buy magnesium yourself. Magnesium doesn't help you lose weight. So the science says there's no substantiated claims according to science that says magnesium helps you lose weight. You can go and get these supplements independently. Does your body need magnesium? Go to your doctor and have a blood test to see where your levels are before going to get a magnesium supplement. Don't just go out and buy supplements just because this person says this is going to help you lose weight. Now, the ingredients in the supplement, which is called Release, have been studied, and some people have found benefits, but you would find benefits because you're cutting out so many foods that you're used to. So you are in a calorie deficit because you're not eating as much food as you normally would, and you're focusing on whole foods. You can do that without doing this supplement at all. In terms of all of these things, the evidence that we would expect that would be there to substantiate the claims that they are making, it isn't. It's not there. Research has shown in these public research papers, it is not enough, and I couldn't find it in any of the sites that I go to get my research. I couldn't find it. So it says, where are they saying these things are? And on the FDA, they're saying the FDA statement says this, but actually their claims on their website says something different. So if you're somebody who likes the idea of this, but you're not sure whether you should take a slimming pill, if you're asking me, should you take a fat burning pill? I'm telling you straight away, no. If you want to lose weight healthily, focus on filling half your plate with fruits and vegetables, quarter carb, a quarter lean protein, and then you've got a fun pinch of healthy fats. That's how you can start. Reduce your portion sizes, reduce your plate sizes. But when you reduce your plate sizes, don't overfill it like you would if you had a normal size plate. You have to be intentional about your food choices. Now you might be thinking, oh my gosh, why am I telling you this? I am a coach. I'm a coach. Not every one of you is going to get to work with me. I'm not going to work with every one of you because I'm just not going to. And my approach is not going to be right for you. But if you are somebody that's looking to reduce your portion sizes, that's one way you can do it. If you are somebody that is looking to get accountability and you're somebody who does like your processed food, you do like, every now and then you do want chocolate, every now and then you do want a burger, and you want to be able to find out how to balance the two, then focus on the fat loss would be right for you. The 8 weeks, that's what we're teaching you. But if you're somebody who is constantly searching and you're looking for how to burn fat, and you're thinking that these supplements and these pills are going to help you, they don't help. They help you in short term to get quick succession, but you have to ask yourself, are you going to take this for the rest of your life? You're going to have to move on. And following a short-term diet is not for everybody. Not everybody needs to have a quick fix diet, and it's literally understanding how to do it. You don't need a supplement to lose weight. You don't even need a diet to lose weight. Now I know I can say this because I didn't know it at the time, and I was constantly following diets and I couldn't understand. When I stopped doing diets, I couldn't understand why it wasn't working and whatever. But when I found that out, I was like, wow, I can lose weight by eating the foods that I like, not having to cut out carbs, not having to restrict myself, not having to think, oh, I had to stop eating after 6 p.m. That's why I teach you. That's why I teach you and focus on the fat loss. That's why I produce the guides. That's why I give you the meal plan so you can do this for yourself. Recipes, all of these things are available every single month. If you don't know how to eat, you can download the August recipe pack from the website right now. Go into recipes, vanutritioncoaching.co.uk recipes, and you can download August recipe pack. You can download it every single month, but it's creating these things so you don't have to do these things. You don't have to search the internet to look for how to lose fat fast, and you come up and you're searching, what's the GOLO diet? Does the GOLO diet help me lose weight? How many pounds can I lose with the GOLO diet? You don't need to search all of that. It may work for people in the interim, but it isn't a long-term solution. Your doctor may require it for you personally, but that's over a doctor's medical reasons. But it isn't a case when you're losing weight. Losing weight doesn't need to be a restriction. You do not need to restrict things unless you've been told to because of medical reasons. And that's it. Dieting shouldn't be stressful. Dieting shouldn't be full of restrictions. If you're having to restrict yourself and you haven't been told medically to do so, then you're following a diet and you're not following a healthy lifestyle. Friends, this is it for today's episode. If you've got questions about today's episode, let me know. support@vanutritioncoaching.co.uk, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one. Hey friend, you made it to the end of the episode. What was your biggest takeaway from today's episode? Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review over on iTunes. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's episode, or you need help, then you can contact me over on Instagram @VA Nutrition Coaching Podcast, or email me support@vanutritioncoaching.co.uk, or you can head over to the Facebook page VA Nutrition Coaching Podcast. It helps us reach even more women who are fed up of dieting, don't know how to lose weight. They're frustrated with following Sally's results and they're not getting any of their own, and they just finally want to shed some pounds and do it in a way that they can sustain and they can enjoy. But my friends, that's a wrap for today's episode. I can't wait to catch you on the next one. Until then, friends, stay healthy, stay blessed, and remember, if you haven't already downloaded your 5-ingredient recipe pack, you can go to the website vanutritioncoaching.co.uk/recipes and download your 5-ingredient recipe pack. Who said healthy eating was boring? See you next time, friend.